And that's how it goes. You never ever know about the NWO. I'm deep behind enemy lines for December 1st, 2020. It's just a little bit after 11:30 a.m. And, well, I missed this. And this headline is now, well, breaking here at No Link News. Unreported earthquake jolts the Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky region this morning. More earth changes and geopolitical upheaval. And another update to the New World Order from the No Link News Desk. Move over, harp-tards. You'll not see this earthquake prediction or earthquake news from dumbass doomsday disinfo Dutchie's magic 3D earthquake crystal ball first. So in case you miss it, or you want to wait around for sloppy seconds from doomsday dumbass disinfo Dutchie, let's get to the science of things today. As you all well have now heard, back in 1998, I was listening to the radio show Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell. And he had a guest that rocked the global warming Agenda 21 community with his space weather earthquake forecast equation. Dumb ass Dutchie still tries to rip off this equation for his fantasy earthquake forecasting game, but let me just say one more time that we're going to move over here. An earthquake jolted. It wasn't too bad. I mean, it was a tremor. It probably didn't even rattle the glasses. But obviously, be prepared, have a plan. That's Dutchie's motto, right? So let's get into the news here. All about this earthquakes. So basically, Mitch Petros' equation went something like this. Sunspots trigger solar flares. Okay. Solar flares trigger the Earth's magnetic field to weaken. A weakening magnetic field triggers shifting jet stream currents and ocean stream currents. Shifting ocean stream currents and shifting jet stream currents trigger extreme weather and human disruption. And this equation, well, many of you who are not up to speed with the science of cycles and the transition from Earth Changes Media to Ben at Suspicious Observers, Mitch Petros still can, well, he hasn't written a newsletter for almost a year now. So I'm carrying on and passing on this knowledge that he, well, being a subscriber to his newsletters, got to read and study and research and, well, pretty much piece together and bring you his science of cycles opinions, or I don't know, what do you want to call it? His work? Yeah. So, yeah, this is a tribute. Once again, this channel is a tribute to Mitch Petros' Earth Changes Media and Science of Cycles. How many years have you found out and didn't know this sort of thing yet, right? Because you never know. You never know. Where I found out about the Mayan fifth element. Yeah. An ancient text. Yeah. Doomsday Dutchie still, stepping on the coattails of trying to be famous, knowing about this sort of stuff. He's a little late. But anyways, breaking news, 6.3 earthquake just hit in Nikolaevsky, Alaska, about 39.3 kilometers deep. But the main news that I wanted to bring in today, yeah, we had a couple 6.0 earthquakes, yeah, and, we had the solar flare and all that other good stuff, and we got, well, I don't know, maybe should I even suggest going there yet? Because that sunspot should be appearing pretty soon and making a threat. But needless to say, sunspots trigger solar flares. Right now, we're going through a proton flux. Man, is it pretty strong from the solar flare about 48 hours ago. As you can see, the proton energy waves hitting the Earth's ionosphere. That electrical energy is transferring over into the Earth's core, in the Earth's crust, Dutchie. Yep. So, Doomsday Dumbass Dutchie, what we just had, probably 6 hours ago, a C5 class solar flare? What's going on up there at the sun? Yeah. Maybe we should see some of these blasts that occur today on December the 1st, 2020. Yeah, that sunspot is still producing, still spurting out a little coronal mass ejection there, no doubt about it. Maybe in the next few days we'll get to see it as it rotates around from the backside of the sun. But what's this tie into? Well, Mitch Petros at Earth Changes Media, now Science of Cycles, pointed out that this electrical radioactive, highly charged energy called cosmic rays, or otherwise known as charged particles, when they're produced by sunspots, they trigger the solar flares, send those charged particles or highly energetic radioactive energy towards Earth. And when it hits Earth's ionosphere and atmosphere, it whacks the Earth's magnetic field and triggers all kinds of space weather anomalies. So, those anomalies are included. And that sunspot is still on the backside of the sun. There's still another one rotating around in. And the big one that was a threat over the last 48 hours is now beginning to rotate out of an Earth-directed threat of solar flare activity. But we're going to watch that sunspot on the backside of the sun, because it produced one of the biggest blasts ever seen in 3 years, and maybe even an X-class flare they're claiming. It looks like a coronal hole up on the top of the sun there on the north side. All right, let's go back to the earthquakes, and we've seen Chile and Russia right there along them plate lines again. The subduction zones you're getting a glimpse of the plate movement. But this is the breaking news. There's no information on it today. I haven't seen any reports from anybody. Nobody. No local news channels, no nothing. But apparently, we had an earthquake located here along the Wabash, Ohio River region, right along the Little Wabash River, in between the Big Wabash and Little Wabash River. Northwest of Evansville, about 50 miles. And straight east of St. Louis, where dumbass disinfo Doomsday Dutchie lives, I would say probably 140 miles. Right in there, 130, 140 miles. No, not even that much. We'll figure that out in a minute. But needless to say, yeah, that earthquake was pretty darn close to St. Louis this morning, about midnight, according to the report from the USGS. That it occurred at approximately 5 a.m. Universal Time, which translates over to about midnight. Central Time, about 11 a.m. So about 11 a.m., there was a small little tremor there along the Ohio River and little Wabash right there along the Indiana-Illinois border, about 18 kilometers deep. Once again, we had a large earthquake, 6.3, just strike in Nikolaevsky, Alaska, and another one, boom, south of Alaska, 5.5 in the Pacific. So that's an unusual place, as if it may be near an underwater volcano, where most of the earthquakes occur. Since 75% of the earth is covered by water, we bet 75% of the earthquakes are occurring underwater, Dutchie. Just to make you understand the level of threat you may possess there. Warning people ahead of time and being prepared and having a plan. 75% of earthquakes are underwater, Dutchie. Needless to say, this one wasn't today in Illinois. A 2.2 magnitude earthquake, once again. We'll zoom right in here and see. I think I remember being down in here last year. You drive right across that region, pretty flat. And I don't think Sugar Creek, Parkersville, right in Parkersville. We'll go over here to the aerial view. Looks like the normal cornfield to me. Underneath the normal cornfield there in Parkersville, Illinois. 2.2 magnitude earthquake struck this morning at about 11 a.m. Central Time. Any reports of any of you, those that felt it? Let me know. I'm Never Know, Patriot Broadcasting and Liberty Tree Radio field reporter number 8510. And as always, it's God bless the Republic. Death to the New World Order. We are on the march. The empire is on the run. We shall prevail.